So basically today I'm going to try to help you with if you're having problems installing the command line uh, for Sublime text, right? I just have a brand new just installed macOS on this computer. It's an old computer that I have, but it's a brand new installation. And right now what I'm going to try to do is I've just installed Sublime. I got the license key for it, and I'm going to try to set up the Sublime Text CLI, and I'm going to just follow the instructions that is given on the Sublime Text install documentation page. So basically the first task is to make a symlink to SUBL, right, which is a short form for Sublime. So assuming you've placed Sublime Text in applications folder, then you have a bin directory in your path, and you can run this command, right? So basically I'm going to copy this command. Oops, sorry about that. Let's go back to full screen. And I'm just going to dump it in, right? And you're going to find that you have a problem, right? You have a problem because the bin directory doesn't exist. So how do you go about fixing this? Come, let me size this out a little bit more. So how do you go about fixing this? The root problem here is that this directory doesn't exist, right? So even though the application's Sublime Text Content Shared Bin SUBL application is available, the error message is telling us that users Pharaoh, which is my username, bin SUBL doesn't exist. Okay, before we jump ahead, we should just verify that after you have made your installation on Sublime, this bin SUBL actually is there. Because if it's not there, then making a symlink is just not going to happen because the root file isn't there in the first place, right? So how do we do this? Now, for every new installation of Mac, what's probably going to happen is that you're going to look at, okay, so this is really a new installation. There are a lot of things missing that makes it very difficult for a developer to work. I'm just going to turn on the path bar, the status bar, and view path bar, status bar, and the tab bar, right? So if I go back to applications, sorry, if I go back to my user, you should see this, all the standard folders that you expect to be there, but a lot of the hidden folders are not there. So how do you reveal the hidden folders on a Mac? Well, the usual thing I'll do is that I'm just gonna Google show Mac, show hidden files, right? And there's this command which is defaults right com apple finder apple show all files set to yes. Copy this and dump it inside your terminal. After that, press the option key while right clicking on your finder icon and click relaunch. Okay, this time you'll see all the additional hidden folders. So what we're looking for, getting back on track, we are actually looking for this applications Sublime Text.app contents shared support bin SUBL, right? And the reason we're looking for that is we just want to make sure that the file is there before we start doing a sampling. So go down to applications, oops, sorry, Macintosh HD, applications, Sublime Text, go show package contents, shared support, bin SUBL. So it's right here, right? And we're going to make a symlink. Now the symlink needs to link to a directory that's in your path. Now the question is, what is in your path? Now to do that, we can do an echo $path, and this is in your path. So what this means is that whenever you're running your computer, whenever you're running something in terminal. So what this means is that whenever you're running something in terminal, the computer is going to look in the user local bin folder, followed by the user bin folder, followed by the bin folder, followed by the user bin, user S bin, and the S bin folder. So that's basically how the computer works, right? Whenever you're trying to run something in terminal. So what we can do at this moment is that we can take Sublime, and instead of symlinking it over to bin Sublime of your users folder, you can create a new, you can send it over to this guy over here, usr local and bin. usr local and bin. And since there's nothing much in here, if you dump a symlink right here, you're good to go. Okay, so let's go. So we're going to go /usr /sim local /bin. Okay, so this is a new error, and this error is now permission denied. And what's wrong here? Well, the problem here is that the user account that I'm using doesn't have administrator access, which prevents me from creating a symlink to this location. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to SU into a administrator account, and this is an administrator account. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna get rid of this, and I'm going to try to do that last command again. But instead of doing, I'm going to send it to usr /local /bin /subl. Oops, still no go. Why? Because I'm not using my sudo powers. So it's that same command, except this time with sudo sudo. There we go. Alright, so it worked. Now if I exit, if I type subl at any point of time, it fires up Sublime. And so we have successfully installed the Sublime text CLI. And this thing is really cool. You could go to any location and type subl and have a file name, and it will work, right? So where am I? I'm in my user directory. I'm gonna make a directory called developer, cd into my developer folder, and I could do sublime test.txt. Alright, and the file is created for me. Great. Alright, so we're all good to go. I hope this video has been helpful for you. Yep, that's it. See you.